If you're in high school and plan on going off to college at some point in the next couple of years, the coronavirus has put you in uncharted territory. Pass or fail grades, delayed SATs, and canceled extracurriculars can put a giant question mark on your college application. On top of that, colleges across the country are entering a full-blown budget crisis, so there's a worry that there will be fewer scholarships and financial aid available. And with the vaccine a year away, at a minimum, it's not even clear if students will physically go to a campus. So, how will the coronavirus impact going to college? To figure out how high school students are navigating through this giant mess, I checked in with student reporters from PBS NewsHour, who all happen to be juniors. Their first big concern was how they'll be evaluated by colleges.
For me, right now, my grades don't reflect my abilities or my usual academic habits at all, because going to online school was really challenging for me. And so I'm worried that that'll be taken into consideration as I just stopped trying, or that I was bad at the class or anything like that.
The SAT and ACT cancellations have made it most frustrating for me because I haven't taken these tests yet, and I really do need to, because a lot of the colleges that I'm considering do take into account SAT scores. Even if they're test optional for admission, they still consider them for scholarships.
I'm applying for a leadership next year for my marching band season, but if I don't really even get to show that off this year, does it even count for college?
To address these concerns, we talked to Robert Massa. He spent 45 years working in the world of admissions at universities like Columbia and Johns Hopkins.
Colleges in this coming admissions cycle will be very, very flexible. They will look obviously to student performance before COVID, and they will continue to try in whatever way possible to assess students during the pandemic. If they're not able to participate in sports, their neighbor isn't either. If they are not able to take a standardized test, neither are many, many other students.
However, we do know that the COVID-19 lockdown affects some students more than others, including those applying to college. Take the SATs. In normal times, wealthier students have access to tutors and test prep programs that can help them deliver better scores. Lower income students typically can't afford that stuff. And during coronavirus, they're at an even bigger disadvantage because they have to deal with tough situations like a parent potentially losing a job or not having internet access for online classes. So with many colleges running out of money and lots of American families facing economic hardship, concern number 2 for students was, not surprisingly, financial aid.
A lot of the advisors are saying that juniors, brace yourselves for kind of a drought of financial aid from colleges.
For seniors, if they've already applied to college, they've already been accepted or committed, and then it turns out to be online, how tuition is going to look for them.
I looked online, and apparently my score is high enough that I can get a certain scholarship that the school is offering that'll pay half of my tuition per semester. But I don't know if that's still valid now. It's very unclear.
I think you're going to see more favorable financial aid awards simply because really of 2 things. One, colleges are well aware of the financial hit that many families are taking because of COVID. And secondly, they really need to have the students on campus in the seats. So some schools will be willing to take less tuition, or in other words, offer more financial aid, even if they don't technically have it.
Now that's great news, but you're not going to get financial aid if you don't apply for it. And unfortunately, as of mid-April, there's been a near 3% decline in students applying for financial aid compared to last year. What that most likely means is that tens of thousands of students now feel that college is out of reach due to all the money problems that COVID-19 is causing. Concern number 3 for the students was a big one. What will the day-to-day of college look like?
Not being able to go live in a dorm and be on campus is probably, if that happens, will probably be one of the most devastating things to me, because I'm excited to get out of my small town and I'm excited to go to a college and live that college experience.
A lot of my friends are still making the preparations for the freshman year of college. I'm sitting here thinking, are you going to a physical campus? Are you just going to get an apartment and stay there and do virtual school? And it's something that I guess I need to think about too.
I don't think there's any way that college is going to resume normally. That's just not going to happen. And I feel like it's worth sacrificing that extra year in order to have that experience that you actually want when there's a vaccine. So yeah, I would defer admission.
Now, the student reporters you've been hearing from are juniors, so they've got a whole other year to see what things might end up looking like. But high school seniors this year are basically going to be guinea pigs in a big nationwide experiment when they start college in the fall. So I tracked down Malia, a senior at Fremont High School in the Bay Area who is planning on going to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo in the fall. And they just announced that pretty much all their classes will be online for the fall semester.
So what is your plan now that you know that college will be all online? You know, saying like, will you stay up here? Are you going to try to still move down there? Like, what's it look like for you?
Well, I'll probably stay up here and kind of just like do what I've been doing for high school, just do all my work from my computer.
Did you consider like deferring or taking a gap year or anything like that? Or were you just like, I'm still going to go?
I like to keep myself busy, and so taking a gap year is probably the worst idea. Even if I won't be able to experience the campus, I can like still experience the classes, and I'm still gonna go just simply because I worked really hard to go now and not a year after now.
So like now that you know that you're gonna stay there and you're gonna do your classes in the fall, like that's like being home 6 straight months. You know, you're just in the house for most of the majority of the year. How does that make you feel?
I don't know, like it's already hard right now because there's like my mom and my brother doing work, so it's like kind of, we don't have a lot of places to go to kind of like not interfere with each other. So it's already hard now, so I can already imagine how hard it'll be when there's like lectures and like entirely new material. So it's concerning and it's upsetting. I'm kind of nervous on how it'll go.
There is a silver lining though. Malia will be saving money by not paying for room and board.
It kind of saves me from spending my scholarship money or my financial aid on something that I won't even be using, and that can be used for like later years. So yeah, it is a relief.
As the summer unfolds, more and more colleges will be making their own decisions about what classes will look like. Colleges are going to have to come up with different solutions. Some might decide to go fully online for the semester like Cal Poly. Most will probably have some combination of limited in-person classes and online classes. Every college is pretty much just going to have to figure out what works best for them and their students. And in the long term, it's unclear if college will go back to the way it was before the coronavirus, or if the pandemic has permanently altered what going to college means. All right, everybody, now we want to hear from you. What are your biggest concerns about how the coronavirus might affect college over the next few years? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to watch our other COVID-related content, and make sure you check out the PBS NewsHour Student Reporting Lab's YouTube channel to see student journalism from all around the country. Until next time, I'm Miles Best. Peace out.